Oh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Hello, people. Welcome aboard. Don't mind that. Just getting over the flu and pneumonia. Ooh. I was just down there getting these lozenges. That's right, these are nicotine lozenges. That's what I do instead of smoking. I was turned on to these by Knife Hoarder, Tom, and thank you very much. I can't thank him enough. I mean, well, I've spoken about it already. No more smoking, people. I'm not putting anything in my lungs except, the air we breathe. We'll be doing edibles and other things, but there will be no smoking anything. There will be no vaping, no tobacco, no weed, nothing. 2026, it's time to take care of my lungs. And, well, that's that. Well, what can we talk about? Why don't we talk about Toots? But first of all, Mudflaps is back. I see she's live. I don't know what time it is right now. It's probably around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. Ecuador time. Right now, as I'm recording this. I did see that Flappy was live back in her mom and stepdad's trailer she lives in, rent-free. Good for her. But today is Tuesday, people. That's right. It's Toots Day. This guy, Toots. Da-da-da! What can I say? I've said it all, but apparently I need to keep saying it. The person that calls himself Tommy is a convicted sex offender. There's no way to clean that up. It's a fact. It's true. He's not a registered sex offender. Oh, and he's sure to tell everybody that too. He showed his passport recently on the YouTube. Said that there's no indication on his passport that he's registered, because apparently if you are required to register and you had a sex crime against a child, there would be an indication on your passport on page 27 or something like that. But yeah, he made a whole big video about it. Then he made it private and said that YouTube fucked with him. He couldn't get a hold of a human or anything to appeal it. But miraculously, like 12 hours later, it was back public again. And although he had no way to appeal it or anything, it just magically reappeared. Yeah, that's magic. But again, people, he said that he can perform magic before. He's actually said that. Yeah, so again, straw man argument. I don't believe anybody has been calling this guy a registered sex offender. Now, was he many years ago? He may have been. I don't want to get sued, people. He's got a habit of suing people. Well, let's talk about that. On June 20th, he made a video directed at Marilyn. Marilyn is a YouTuber, and he didn't like some things that Marilyn said. I guess he said that, like she had made up lies and was defaming his character or something like that, and caused him to lose income and subs and all that. Had nothing to do with Mudflaps, why he lost subs or anything. He says because Mudflaps never called him a child molester or whatever, all this stuff. He said in this video that he made June 20th that he's suing her. He said that he paid $25,000 to an attorney to sue Marilyn. In follow-up videos within a day or a couple days of that video, other commenters that asked, hey, what's going on? When's it going to happen? He said by the second week of July, papers would be served. And here we are. Happy New Year. It's 2026. It's January 5th. No papers have been served. Did a lawyer take advantage of him and steal his $25,000? Did he even pay a lawyer $25,000? And excuse me, people, my voice is cracking. I'm expectorating and coughing up 20 years worth of smoking. So I'm losing my voice. But I feel good. I feel great. And again, I can't say it enough. Thank you, Knife Hoarder, brother, Tom. These, I don't know. I'm so glad that I stopped smoking. And it's just for today, people. I'm not smoking. Look at it like it's recovery. Just for today, I'm not smoking. Yeah, it's great. I'm spitting up all this stuff. Well, anyway, talking about Toots. Yeah, he said he laid out $25,000 rather than the lawyer said, hey, why don't we take this on like the speculation or whatever, whatever you call it, where the lawyer takes a third off the back end, settlement or judgment or whatever. Dude said, no. I'll just pay my $25,000, because $25,000, it's a lot better to pay that and then like win $1 million, and rather than have to break the lawyer off a third of $1 million, that lawyer got his $25,000. Toots, he gave his word. He said that he spent that money. Now, in the comments on this video, and I'm going to put a few of them up here, he did tell somebody that, I got years to do what I'm going to do and this and that. I need to come up there and do some things. That's a lie. You don't have to go to the country where you're suing somebody to sue them. This is 2026. It's not 1926. There's fax machines, emails, computer fax, phone, computer, overnight mail. There's all different kinds of ways that you can sign papers to get the ball rolling or whatever you need to do. He's lying. He said he's got to come back. He's got to go to Vermont and do this. Apparently he's not in a rush. Laid out $25,000, but nobody's been served? Who are you dealing with? Saul Goodman? Fucking Earl Scheib. Like, what the fuck? He said he paid $25,000 to a lawyer and papers were going to be served by mid-July. Nobody's been served. Then he said he was thinking of making it a class action suit. He's got commenters in his video there that were asking him, hey, hasn't Knife Order been saying the same things? And here, you can look at this. Then he talks a bunch of shit about my brother Tom. Says that he's got no money or lives off government assistance or something like that. And he wouldn't show up in court and it would be a waste of his $25,000. And remember, this is the guy who says he hit the lotto. He sold his voice to that evil AI, and that made enough money for him to move down to that $400 a month condo that he rents, a penthouse, the 13th floor or whatever. But he doesn't want to sue anybody except Marilyn because he thinks Marilyn has money. Well, fucking sue me. I don't live off government assistance. Tom don't live off government assistance. But, where's this guy getting all this information from? Is he what the fuck? If somebody wrongs you and you want to make it right, then go after the person who wronged you. You should be going after Mudflaps because that's why you lost all those subs. But he says it's not because of Mudflaps, because she never called him, basically a chomo and all that stuff. But what about the long con? Left it up until it had like 60,000 views. She made her money off it and then she deleted it, privatized it or whatever. The internet is forever. I'll leave a link in the description of this video for my audio of the long con. I'll leave a link. Marilyn has a great version, like a long con underwater or something, whatever it is. I'll leave a link for that. I'll leave a link for Marilyn's channel. We'll leave a link for Knife Order's channel. Tutorial Tony, I'll leave a link for him. Lemmy Audio, I'm going to leave a bunch of links. Unfortunately, I don't have access to all my images. They're on another SD card, and it's 2026. I'm going to start to use some new images and stuff. But, yeah, this guy is full of beans. He's full of malarkey. Calls himself Tommy. Calls himself Tommy because he's trying to get over on people. Now, this guy on several times, he's made, like I spoke about this this morning. When he took the collar for the sexual assault on the minor, felony, he went to court and then I kind of ran, he said. He didn't think it was a big deal, felony sex assault on a child. Didn't think it was a big deal, so he kind of ran. That's why the crime occurred in 1987, and he wasn't convicted, pled guilty, until 1992. There were no sex offender registries in 1992. They didn't come into effect until around 1994. He was a teenager when it happened. If he was registered, he would have been a level 1, okay? He probably would have had to do 5 or 10 years on it, and it would have went away after that. And like I've said before, you can't find out who level 1 offenders are. Unless you call your local law enforcement sheriff's office or whatever, and you provide a name and an address, and on an individual case-by-case basis, they will tell you if that person is a registered sex offender. But those lists are not publicly available for level 1. a lot of the level 1 stuff is like, yeah, they're sex offenders, but a lot of it is like close in age thing. You know, like maybe a 19-year-old kid with a 15-year-old, 16-year-old girlfriend. Maybe mommy didn't like him or whatever, and they push the issue, and the kid took a collar and ends up, you know, getting that on his record. That's like level 1. Level 2 and 3 are more serious. Level 3 being the most serious, and those are the people that are on a list that's publicly available. He's made other videos like last year saying, I'm not an offender, I don't have to register or anything. Wrong. He is an offender. Maybe he doesn't have to register. But to say that you were not an offender, yet you pled guilty, were convicted of violent sexual assault, by definition, you are a sex offender. You are possibly not registered, but you're an offender. And he said, I'm not an offender, I don't have to register or anything. That's not the definition of offender. Again, straw man argument. This is a wordsmith, people. He's crafty with his words. He's a public speaker. Fucking pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. And I'm not going to let it go. I think that in 2026, in every video, I'm going to identify Tommy as a convicted sex offender. All my reviews, everything. Just to get the word out there. He won't sue me. He said before that I live at my mother's house. I also am, you know, living off government assistance or something. And, you know, just like Tom and whoever else, you know, he's got dollar signs in his eyes. He's not coming after me. I ain't got 2 nickels to rub together. I ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. I only come over here to film videos while the lady upstairs is inside and can't hear me. I mean, fucking sue me. Am I going to call him a molester that continues to molest people to this day? No. But I will say, what about his brother's kid? Maybe we can get into that. You people know that the mother of his brother's kid, she's an adult now, didn't want Tommy around her daughter. I don't know how much more I could say, because I don't want to get sued. But that's a fact. That's right. He's Uncle No Touch. That's another thing. He loves to say how Italian he is. You know his last name. I'm not going to dox him. But his last name is not Italian. So maybe it's Mama that was Italian. Dad wasn't Italian. Again, I don't want to say the name. But their name, it's not an Italian name. Could be a Jewish name. Could be a Christian name. It's not an Italian name. But he claims Italian heritage. And that's fine. I'm not going to knock anybody for their heritage. But if he wants to identify as Italian while still having those beady eyes and the whole family's got the beady eyes and the big hook nose, is that Italian or is that something altogether different that I probably shouldn't even discuss right here? And I won't. They're not Italian. I might as well say I'm Italian. About fungo. What else can I say? He's a sex offender. He is a convicted sex offender. And he made a big argument about it. He's not I'm not a registered offender. I'm not an offender. I don't have to register it. Who are you more worried about? People, think about it for a minute. Are you more worried about encountering sex offenders who are registered or who aren't registered? I mean, if they're registered, you kind of know who they are. You can look it up. It's easily accessible. But if they are convicted but not registered, that allows them to slip under the radar, doesn't it? You got to really have a heightened sense of awareness about people like that. Like Mudflaps. Mudflaps flat out said that this commenter like a couple weeks ago was lying when he said that in her chat that Tommy, or Toots, is a convicted sex offender. And then she argued all this stuff and said that no, he's not. It's all a lie. It was like a pointless argument. Yes, he is. It's not a lie. The records are out there. I thought this other channel was going to put it all up there. I haven't seen it yet, but it's been on enough other channels. I mean, you can go look at it. I'll put it up here. I don't care, but he is a convicted sex offender. Now, you can say things about anybody like, I've been convicted of a robbery. You want to call me a convicted robber? Here you go. I've been convicted of petty larceny. You want to say that I'm a convicted thief? There you go. I mean, but the funny thing is that none of the people that are in the fuck that guy or speaking out against these just disgusting people, none of them are sex offenders. I don't care what anybody did in their past. You know, you could be a criminal, you could be a violent criminal, you could be a thief, you could be a drug addict, whatever. It's all fine. You can come back from all of that. But like people that are like have a record of sexually preying on other people, whether those other people are adults or children, men or women, disabled, able-bodied, whatever. People that are like have that in their criminal jacket, those people are fucked up. Like you have a lot of people that want to say it's a MAP, a minor attracted person, or they claim that it's like a mental illness, a mental defect. And this cat, Tommy, he's very quick to point out all of his mental defects, from his brain injury that is non-existent, that he's been using for over 10 years, the early onset dementia defense that his lawyers have used in other cases to try to get him no jail sentences. You know, to very recently, the past couple years, where he's playing the whole fucking Mitch McConnell act and freezing up and acting like this and telling everybody that within a year he'd be a complete invalid, unable to care for himself. What happened with that? Is that cured? Did it just disappear? I mean, this guy should be a case study, some kind of medical journal. If he cured fucking dementia, I mean, please, go get looked at. Check that out, man. You'd probably help other people if you cured your dementia. How'd you cure it? Was it harm reduction that cured it? Was it a change of scenery? A geographic location change? You moved down to Ecuador and fucking brain injury gone? And that brain injury disappeared long before he moved to Ecuador. But, yeah, what happened with that? Fucking liar. He's been using that defense for fucking a dozen years. I mean, come on. His lies. I've had enough of it. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I'm not going to fly down to Ecuador and talk to him about it. I mean, but come on. What happened to his transvestite son or daughter? Mike or Spanx, the captain. Because remember, Toots is not the captain. He's the admiral now. But what about his son, daughter, they, them, that was coming down to Ecuador to get a bunch of dental work on the cheap or something like that and spend time in November? This was going to happen in November. He promised it. He said it several times, like since the summer, that, you know, the man, woman, they was going to go down there. And never happened. Never happened. Is that a lie? Did he mean it when he said it? Kind of like he swore on everything he loved that he's never going to say his ex's, meaning Mudflaps, never say her name again. And then the next day he said her name again, and every day since. And now they're together, and she went from being a mod on his channel and all this stuff and this and that, constantly streaming together. They may be married or not or whatever. They're a couple, whatever it is. Never explained why he swore on everything that he loved and put everything that he loved as collateral on a bullshit fucking promise that he's not going to say her name again. I mean, how do you do that? That's because they're reborn Christians. That's right. They read that fake Bible, people. They read the fake Bible. They thump it. And then they shout all their good deeds and charitable givings from the rooftops. Whether it's making sandwiches for the men at the recovery center, buying 20 pizzas. 20 pizzas, they said. The last time I guess they went over there, they had a pizza party. They bought 20 pizzas that were 12 slices to a pie. So, what's that, 240 pieces of pizza for 30-something men? They ate good. But why did he tell everybody that? Shouldn't you keep that quiet as a Christian, right? I'm a Christian. I don't go and say all the good I do or all the bad I do or anything. I mean, you keep that to yourself. Be humble. You're not supposed to shout your good deeds, your charitable givings from the rooftops. You know, it makes the entire act about you, and it robs the beneficiaries of your charity of their dignity, and that's wrong. Who does that? Who shouts from the rooftops all the good deeds that they do? You know, when some bum is asking for change or a cigarette at the bus depot, or standing at the light outside Walmart or an intersection with a sign, you know, and you're going to give them some change or whatever. Who broadcasts that to the world that, hey, I'm a good person. I gave a cigarette or I gave a couple dollars or some change to somebody. Who does that? That's somebody who needs constant validation that they're not the fucking piece of shit they are. They're trying to paint a picture like they're a good person, while at the same time lying to everybody because they're a sex offender and they've been hiding it to the point now where they just deny it and say it's all lies. I could put up every fucking record this guy's got, shit that you can't even get on the internet. You know, shit that would get me in trouble if I put it up. You know, it would get somebody else in trouble too that gave me that information. But I could put it all up and he would say it's lies. Just like Mudflaps. He said he's not a convicted sex offender. When he is. He is. I mean, and you people believe it. And you throw money at them. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. What else can I say? I don't know. I think that's enough. How long has this gone on? Let me see. 25 minutes. We're going to speed this up a little bit. You might notice the video being a little faster. I think I've said enough. I don't know how many images I'll be able to put into this, but go ahead and enjoy. Watch it on 2x speed if need be. And that's all I got. The person who calls himself Tommy is a convicted sex offender. That's it. There's nothing else to say. There's no way to clean it up. It's true. I mean, you want to support that? Go ahead. You need to really take a good hard look at yourself. I mean, come on. That's enough, people. We'll be back tomorrow with the last review. I might put it up tonight. I think I'll wait, put it up tomorrow. From the Berman's Aldi Spice Labs hot sauce set. And tomorrow is hump day. So yeah, maybe I'll put the video up tomorrow, but that's all I got. Just remember, people, don't support sex offenders. And just because somebody is not a registered sex offender doesn't mean that they're not a sex offender. You know? I've got a DWI conviction. You want to call me a convicted drunk driver? Hey, go ahead. Tommy, under his real name, has a conviction for a violent sexual assault upon a 15-year-old girl. But he'll argue up and down that he's not registered and never address the fact that he is a convicted sex offender. So, I've had enough, people. I'm going to keep hammering away at them. So, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the night. It's supposed to warm up a little, I think, into the upper 40s this week. I mean, everything's covered in snow, but it's not exactly as cold as it was yesterday, and I think it's warming up, and I hope wherever you people are, it's warm in your neck of the woods. You know, and I hope that everything's going well. Let me look at the oil tank. I'm at half a tank, people. So, yeah. Sue me, Toots. Drop another 25 grand and sue me. Come after me, right? Because I'm making it up too, right? Fucking clowns, both of you. You ought to be ashamed. That's all I got. Happy Toots Day, everybody. And above all, fuck that guy. Each and every one of them.